Is like a Saturday LSC. Today's date's October 9th, 2023, and it's a little late. It's 21:10 at night, or 9:10 p.m. for those of you that don't know military time. But I want to show you guys this hydroponic system I built. When I say I built it, I ended up buying a 3D printer that my son convinced me to purchase because he had one, and he brought it over and he showed me some of the cool stuff he could print on it. So I ended up buying one and ended up printing up this 3D printer here, or this hydroponic system here. So I was going to use these to, it's almost like pool noodles to grow my plants in, but I ended up buying this cocoa. It's a hydroponic cocoa mix, so I'm going to use that better. I went to Lowe's and bought some plants to put in it just to test out, see how it's going to do. I had bought a sweet heat chili plant. So I'm going to put this one on the top along with this other one here. This is a spicy slice jalapeno pepper. And then this is just a 3 different variety of mini Romans. So how about that? There's 3 in here. So I have a total of 9 I can put on there. So that's why I purchased that one. And then this is a chef's trill of basil. So it's got 3 different types of basil in it. So we're going to put in these in here. I've already got water in here. I've tested out. I got a timer I got to check out too. But for right now, I'm just going to add my medium soil on these here and go from there. So I'm going to put sweet heat jalapeno, probably my basil here. And then on the bottom down here, I'll do it with the 3 Roman. But I got to, obviously they're still in dirt, so I got to get them out of dirt, wash them out. So I'm going to get a bucket ready and wash them out, and we'll go from there. I don't know where I put my, oh, here it is. I was looking for this little remote thing here that's blinking. It's supposed to, it connects to the camera, and it's supposed to turn on and off for me, so I don't have to be standing next to it. As you can see, now that it's not blinking, it should be connected. So I'm going to plug this in real quick and show you guys how it works. Just to, you guys can see I got a pump and stuff already in there, and everything's hooked up, ready to go. I just got to plug it in. If I can find the freaking, I'm going to have to unplug these lights and hook them back in. But it's going to get, all right, let's see. Come on. All right, there you go. So let me see. So here it's going. It sounds like a little waterfall. Let me remove one of these things here, but I need my hands. I need both hands. So let me put this down real quick. So these are the little Jiffy cups I printed stuff on them, but yeah, as you can see, there's the water's coming down it there. So let me see if I can open the top to show. It's got a disperser up here, so hopefully that's working the way it should be. Oh no, it's still coming up pretty high. You guys see the water? So I'm not gonna be able to open that up, but that's fine. But let me unplug it and then I can show you guys what it looks like up there. All right. So let me, come on. So yeah, oh, that's why this thing here is supposed to be like a little water dampener thing. It's supposed to go there, but that's what the top looks like there. So I wonder if it's just too much pressure coming up and knocking that off, but who knows. So let me get my plants in here, and then once I start doing that, I'll show you guys. I got a bucket of water here to start. This bucket here, I got water in it to start taking the dirt off the roots of those plants. So let me get started with that. Once well, let me do one somewhat on camera, just to kind of, oh shoot, I don't know if that's gonna be too fine, but let me adjust this a little bit. There's my bucket's a little dirty. That's one I use for my honey stuff. But let's do the let's do the jalapeno one first. Let's see how, hopefully it comes out pretty easily. Doesn't look like there's too many roots down at the bottom, so hopefully it'll, it feels like it's tearing. Let me find another bucket to dump this dirt in, just so that I can, I don't want to rip it out of the ground. I'd rather shake all the dirt off of the root system. Yes, it's a pretty decent root system, so yeah, I don't want to just tear it all off and lose it. So there we go, right there. See that? Yes, that's a pretty good, I like that's a pretty good root ball there, so don't want to lose any of that there. Let me, if it keeps a little bit of dirt, I think it's fine. I just don't want too much of it in there because I don't know how much of it will actually stay in there or if it's gonna get washed out. But look at that root system, that's good. So let me leave in the water there for a little bit, and then just gonna grab my plant, my jiffy pot here, and put that in there like so. Let me grab my soil here, and hopefully it'll be good enough to, oops, don't want to make a mess on. Well, my porch is already a mess, but don't need it any bigger than it already is. All right, so you can see I have that in there. So you can see the roots a little bit on the side out here, right there. So hopefully, and this is a cocoa mix that I'm using that you guys obviously saw that there. So let me put this one in there. I'm gonna do the rest of them. I'm not gonna show you guys all of them because obviously if I showed you one, you've seen them all. And I did print one. I wasn't gonna do it, but I did print one with, let me show you guys. It's got a little, sorry, I'm trying to manipulate the camera and do some other stuff at the same time. But there you go. These little clips here, so if I got to run lines or anything like that, I can. If I have to like run strings to support some of this, I can. So I did do that. So that's good there. Let me, like I said, let me get all these other ones planted. I'll show you guys what, oh, I have it right here. So this isn't hydroponic stuff, but it's organic worm casting extract. So I'm going to just add some of this. It's 3.8 liters. I got to read the instructions and see how much I need. Yeah, but it says how to use. Combine 1 part Terra Drive worm casting extract to 4 parts water in a watering can or bucket. For best results, use well water, rainwater, or dechlorinated tap water. And I'm using dechlorinated tap water. So yeah, I'm gonna add some of this and then see. And if the plants don't seem like they're doing really good, then I'll buy some. It's called like Mexico or some stuff like that. The stuff for hydroponics. But yeah, so let me get this done and I'll get back with you guys. All right, well, real quick, I ran into an issue with the basil, and hopefully I don't have the same issue with the lettuce. But you look at that root ball; they're all stuck together, and I'm not going to be able to separate them. So I'm going to have to plant them all together, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it happens. So got to do what we got to do, right? So I'm just going to plant them together and see how they do, and hopefully I don't have the same issue with the romaine lettuce. Yeah, look at that. I don't know why they would do that. It's like they put all the 3 seeds in just one spot. So now I can't separate them without damaging the roots. I tried and I could hear the roots ripping. So I'm like, I guess I'm leaving it together because I do not want to damage the roots. So that's what we're going to do, unfortunately. And, oh man, this basil hanging smells pretty damn good. I like the way it smells. So I just hope that this doesn't wash off at the bottom, the cocoa up here, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't, but I'll just have to keep an eye on it and see if it looks like it is or not, because it might clog my pump if it does. So we'll see. So let me check out the, and I'm putting the signs right up here so I know what's what. So let me do the romaine lettuce and we'll go from there. All right, so I got all my plants planted and I have it on just to let the roots soak. And then I took this one out to see if it's not gonna make all that dirt go down. So far so good. I'm just gonna, and it looks like it's soaking up water pretty good. So we'll see. But I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna go check out the timer, see how that works there. This is my excuse me. This is my water fill area here. So I'm gonna put my water and my chemicals in there. Yeah, see, the water's getting a little dirty. So that means some of this dirt might be washing out. I'm gonna have to just keep an eye on it and see. I might have to buy what was called like either the cocoa pebbles or do some lava rocks, or I think I have what's it called pebble rocks at the side there. So I might do those. But yeah, I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. Go figure out the figure out the timer so I can hook it up because I want to have it running like. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything somewhat clean here. But I'll figure out the timer because I'd like to do maybe like 2 minutes on, 5 minutes off, or something like that. 3 and 5. I don't know. I got to figure something out. Something that will keep the roots wet but not completely soaked. But yeah, this is it here. And then hopefully these I can always like just put strings and tie them up to support them if I need to. But we'll see. And I was thinking of buying some maxi growth, but I might have to buy maxi grow along with some maxi blossom because you can see this one's already got some blossoms going on it. So I'm gonna add some more water, figure out the timer for this thing, and then I'm gonna end up adding the worm casting juice to it and see if that helps out, and then we'll go from there. But I'll be back. All right, so I got my timer set up. I'm gonna show you guys that here right now in a minute. It's a well, I'll show because it came with two, but it's a well, there's a quick type, but it's a Fate electric timer, and it's pretty good. The only one thing I don't like about it is that if I want this to turn on, turn off every 5 minutes, like if I want it on 5 minutes, off 5 minutes, I found out I got to go through and set it up like each time. Like there's no way to automatically do 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. I can schedule it to turn on at midnight and then turn off at 12:05, turn back on at 12:10, turn back off at 12:15, turn back on at 12:20, turn off at 12:25, and so forth. But I got to go through and I got to manually schedule it, which I know sucks, but hopefully it'll work and it'll do what I need it to do. So I'm gonna end up doing that here in a little bit. I just want to I just there's a lot of stuff I got to do, but it is late. I want to stay up a little bit tonight too, though, because I go back to work tomorrow, and I kind of want to get used to that. I get back on that night schedule. But let's see. So I'm gonna leave this running for right now. I'm gonna go in and set up the timer on it, and then I'll check it and make sure everything works. I'll show you guys what the plug itself looks like. I like it because it comes with two plugins on it, so I could actually do you know what, let me just go grab it so I can show it to you guys. Probably be easier. So this is it right here. As you can see, it comes with two. I don't know how good that's coming out, but I have one of them plugged in, and it's got remote access, voice control, schedules, and then a timer on it. So I'm gonna play around. Maybe I could do something better with the timer on it. But this is the app I had to. Where's Nope. There we go. This is the app I had to download for you, which actually turns out I already have it because my wife ended up buying some smart light bulbs for our bedroom that we use with that there. So that's good there. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna figure this out. I'll go inside, show you guys my printer. It's an Ender 3. Show you guys where I printed this off of. And but yeah, it's pretty much set up. Like I said, I just got to keep an eye on it. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't added my which I'm doing right now, is adding the worm casting. I just kind of eyeballed it there, hopefully. Yeah. Well, let's see. There's a thing on the side here. All right, 3 liters, 3 quarts. Let me add a little bit more. Let me shake this off, make sure it's all good. And then where I have it right now, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to end up moving it. I just don't know where to yet. It's going to, I mean, it's going to stand underneath the porch, but I'll probably move it to, because it's between 2 tables or 2 benches right now, so it's not really on a stable spot. As you can see, so I'll probably just end up moving it over here eventually, just because it's a lot flatter. The reason I have it there right now is because the extension cord isn't, the extension on it isn't long enough, so I'm going to have to attach it to an extension cord. But like I said, let me go figure out this timer thing. We'll go from there. And also, the timer's on my phone, so I can't record and do the timer at the same time, if that makes sense, because I'm recording on my phone right now, just because I like the quality of the video a little bit better. And I got all these toys now to play with the phone. I got my little microphone, so hopefully you guys can hear me better. Although I know when I'm huffing and puffing, how that comes out too. And then I got this little nifty controller that I just showed you guys earlier to turn on and off the camera. But yeah, so let me go get it set up. Then I'll come out here, listen to it, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, turning on, turning off, and we'll go from there. All right, so I set the timer, but of course I ran into an issue, and the issue is it won't let you set 15 times. So I was only allowed to send 15 timers. So if I try to do 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off, that wasn't going to work. So what I figured is nighttime, it probably doesn't need to be watered as much as during the day. I want to see how this is looking with water. Yeah, you see, I mean, there's actually water dripping out of there, and it sucks because the root's kind of exposed a little bit. But hopefully, I was afraid of that, so I might have to do pebble, the pebble stone I have. Yeah, it's the same over here, which means I probably got all the bottom full of dirt and whatnot. But let me check all of these here. See, they're all looking the same. Yeah, they're all probably looking about the same. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it and see. As long as it keeps some of the dirt. That one did okay, but that one had a pretty good root system. Let's see this one here. I got sidetracked like squirrel. Yeah, the missing on there. So I got some pebble. Oh shoot! I forgot to put the lid back on. So anyways, I have some pebble stone that I'm going to use. Probably put pebble stone in there instead of this cocoa here, which sucked. I was really hoping this would work, but oh well, it happens. But anyway, so it was only allowed me to do a set 15 timers at a time, so 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off wasn't going to work. So I did some research, and they recommend that you run the timer on this 15 to 30 minutes. They said 30 minutes probably about the max you can do for it. So what I'm going to do is so what I did was I set it starting at 6 o'clock in the morning to run 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off, except for the last hour, which would be from 8 o'clock. I have it running from 8 to 9:15, but I might change that later. We'll see, just to make sure the roots are nice and soaked before nightfall, because at night water doesn't hydrate that fast. And technically, I'm going to put something here to cover these up so it doesn't give me any hydration, or not hydration, any what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it. I'm having issues right now. It's late. Any not hydration, but now who knows? Maybe I'll use these little foam things you can see there. But yeah, so evaporation, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So it won't give me as much evaporation. I'll put holes in here, keep these covered up, and then hopefully that'll keep the evaporation down to a minimum. But that's it for this one here. I'll still got to show you guys my printer, but the wife's inside watching the news, so I don't want to record with her there. But yeah, so everything's pretty good soaked right now. I'm gonna go and you know what? I'm gonna go see if I can't find that pebble was taken. Maybe I'll do that right now. Like I said, I gotta stay up anyway. So what else we got going on, right? I couldn't find the pebble check stone for right now, but so I'm just gonna leave it like this for now and just keep it on and see how it does. If anything, I'll buy the clay balls. I also have these little if push comes to shove, I have these little bags here. Let me open them up for you guys and show you. They're little planting bags. You can see. I mean, they're really small, but I'm sure if I needed to, I could. Let's see. Let's see. I bet I can. Yeah, if I really wanted to, I could see. I could put the root system in here and then fill it with dirt. And then I'm sure that'll keep the dirt in there. So I got options. So, but I mean, most of the hydroponic systems I've seen, the roots always have a tendency to grow out of these things here and go down anyways. So I'm not too worried about it. Okay, that little bag. So, like I said, I'll just keep it on. If the plants seem like they're not looking as healthy or they're not looking good, then I'll turn it off or I'll figure something else out. I gotta put screws. Let's see, that's coming out. No, it's not. Let me adjust this here. I'm gonna go touch the camera and mess things up. So still gotta. Another thing I gotta do is I gotta put screws in there, and I know right there just to keep the lid on because I can pretty much take it off and on if I wanted to right now, but I don't. So I'm gonna. What's what I'm looking for? So it's nice. It's almost winter time, so I'm not gonna be able to grow too much stuff. That's why I'm just doing lettuce and stuff in here right now. But we'll see. We'll go from there. Sorry about that. Wife came out to feed the dog some stuff, so I turned off the camera real quick just to talk. But like I'm saying, I'm just growing greens for right now. Stuff that I think should do good during the winter. I might get some other lettuces and stuff. The wife's, you go to the store, Costco sells that organic lettuce that has a root on it. So I told her she buys it. We'll just cut it off and I'll put it in here. See maybe I can get it regrowing and go from there. But yeah, so I'm not going to show you guys a printer. I'll show you guys probably in another video, but it's an Ender 3 printer. You guys could look it up if you want to see. It's a pretty good printer. I like it. Total times. Um, like these two top pieces probably took about 5 hours each. These pieces here each took a full day. So I did 3 of those. So that's 3 days there. Each one of these took about 6.5 hours. So that was about. So I had to do 9 of them. So do the math. I'm not doing the math right now. And then this lid here, is that coming out? Yeah. So there's 6 separate pieces to this lid here. So that came out to about, and I want to say it was 5 hours for each one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So a little bit over a day. So, well, yeah, way over a day, 30 hours. So so it took me almost about a week to print this whole thing out. Again, that's just because I have one printer. So, and cost wise, it wasn't too bad because all of that was printed on a PET, PTEG is what it's called, the filament for it. The white one cost me $20, and it was 2 of them for $20 because I got them on a sale. And then the black one, that's PLA, but that one came with a whole bunch of different colors, and that was also $20 also. So I want to say it came with 5 different colors. So each one was a little bit less than $5 on that one. So we'll say like $23 on there. The most expensive thing for this was probably the pump. I bought that at Harbor Freight. Cost me $25 for the pump, and then the hose that's running the water up already had that. We actually did big clean out on the food truck today, and I was removing some stuff, and it used to have a swamp cooler in it. So the line they had for the condensation hose for the swamp cooler is the, or not the condensation, it was the overflow valve for it, is where I got that hose from to run the pump. So that one was free. So 25. So I got about 50, no, $55 thrown into it because the screws to put this lid together were about $5. I got but I got like 50 screws and I only needed 18. So if I build more, I have extras. So I mean, we'll say a little bit over $50 to build this thing. The bucket I already had, it was one of my chlorine tablet buckets. I just made sure I washed it out really good. Let it sit out in the sun, get all the chlorine out of it and all that. So yes, I mean, a little bit over $50 isn't bad, I think, for this setup here. The plants were probably the most expensive. Each one was $6 each. But let's see, so 6, 12, 18, so like about $24 for the plants. So I guess that wasn't the most expensive. So if you include the plants plus everything else, I'm looking at around $75 to build that compared to what they cost online. I think it's a pretty good deal. Now the print itself, yeah, that was like maybe 170, but I printed so much stuff with it that it's pretty much already paid for itself. So that's it for this video. I'll keep you guys updated on the status of these, show you guys how they're doing, and we'll go from there. But oh, real quick, I started a Patreon page. If anybody's interested, I'll put the link on the bottom. If you guys want to start following me on that, you can either follow me for free or do a paid, which would really help me out a lot to do projects like this in the future, do some other stuff I want to get into. There's another project I'm working on right now that I'll probably start shooting another video on that. But yeah, like I said, I'll put the link at the bottom, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.